Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PowerPoint Karaoke. If you've never seen our show before, we should have our slides on the show in just a moment. Yes, excellent. This is our placeholder slide. Can you all hear me? Welcome to PowerPoint Karaoke Live. This is the show. This is a PowerPoint Karaoke show. For those of you who are watching on the rebroadcast, thank you for watching again. Please be kind. We are not professional YouTube streamers or broadcasters. Some of this video will look a little bit strange. Please like, share, and subscribe. I think that's what young people say when they're on social medias these days. Hello, live audience. If you're watching live on Facebook, thanks for tuning in. Once again, we're not live streamers, so please forgive me. I'm just doing this on my laptop. But if you like the show, please remember we're gonna in 2 weeks' time we're gonna partner with the Hive Carpenter for PowerPoint Karaoke Live, and we are looking for speakers as well. So if you think you can do better than our speakers tonight, and in fact if you think you can do better than the host tonight, please come and check out our show and contact us after the show so you can be speakers as well. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen and fellow introverts who are stuck at home, welcome to PowerPoint Karaoke Live. Woo-hoo! Yeah, I'm more used to other people doing the cheering aside from me doing the cheering. Yes, we are PowerPoint Karaoke. It's a comedy PowerPoint show, and yes, it's true. PowerPoint can be funny as well. So here's a picture from one of our favorite pictures from a previous PowerPoint Karaoke show. It's very simple. First, you have the speaker who has never seen the slides before. We have the slides, which usually consist of a silly picture or a strange random quote from somebody. And we have the audience, the most important part. That's you, our audience. The audience is the most important part because the audience will tell the speaker what speech or what subject their presentation is going to be about. It's kind of like whose line is it anyway? If you've seen it before, everything is made up and the slides don't matter. It's also a combination of whose line and making mistakes in presentation. I'm sure we've all had made mistakes in presentations before, and especially these days, you're more likely to have made more presentations over the internet and shown it to your boss and your colleagues. So I'm sure everybody will be able to relate to making mistakes in presentations, or possibly saying the wrong things or stuttering, like what I'm doing now. So what happens when you put somebody who's unprepared with slides they've never seen and put them in a situation where there's pressure to perform and they make mistakes? Well, it's exactly what I just said, but I forgot this slide was here. Ta-da! It's like the three monkeys, you know? We have a speaker who's never seen the slides, a speaker who's never heard the topic, because you, the audience, are going to participate and suggest the topic live. And our speakers have never said such nonsense before. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch our speakers, the three speakers for tonight, panic in real time. So before we begin, I know some of you are very eager and very excited to participate. Let's practice giving some suggestions. So I'm going to ask a little bit, what is your favorite flavor of bubble tea? I'm going to give you some time to post, so you can post in the comments below. Please write your suggestions down below. Enter it in the live comments, Facebook, and I will be checking these comments. So what's going to happen is if you post, you're going to be able, our producer is going to be able to put up some of these comments. So for example, we've got Freedom Flavor from Lakshmi Priya, who I better not say anything racist, but I think she's from America. Yeah, so tell us what is your favorite flavor of bubble tea in the comments. What's going to happen is we are going to throw it up and use it as one of the subjects okay, seems like nobody else is suggesting what is their favorite flavor. Oh, there we go, brown sugar. Hello, Megan Sullivan. Thanks for contributing. Brown sugar. Did you see that Marigold has recently released a brown sugar milk? Yep, Marigold milk has released a brown sugar flavored milk. Please watch. 1 in 3 Singaporeans have diabetes. Please watch out for that. Yeah. So when we get a suggestion like what is your favorite flavor of bubble tea, we're going to incorporate this into our presentations. For example, so let's say the sugar flavor was bubble tea, brown sugar double tea. We can say, okay, our next presentation is going to be a NASA scientist describing what they found on Mars. So brown sugar bubble tea is what they found on Mars. It can also be Elon Musk explaining what the new Tesla car will run on. So the new Tesla, so we can say to one of our speakers, okay, your Elon Musk, your new next generation of electric hybrid vehicles is going to run on brown sugar milk. Or even we can use this as a fortune teller telling you what your true love soulmate will smell like. Some people like astrology, some people like fortune telling, reading the palmistry, all that sort of thing. And maybe we are telling the speakers, hey, you are going to present. You are going to be doing a fortune reading for our audience member, and you're going to tell them that their love is going to smell like brown sugar or gula melaka. Okay, so with that in mind, here is a question for you guys all to participate. Where was the last place you farted? For most of you, I think this is going to be in your homes or in your bedrooms. But maybe you have a creative answer. Maybe you have a particular memorable place where you recently farted. Please write this in the comments below. Don't worry, we won't show your face and we won't show your comments over here. But please write down in the comments below where was the last place you farted. But first, while you're doing that, we'd like to talk about a word from our sponsors. PPTK tonight is brought to you today by the word of the day, sovereign. The word of the day is sovereign. Obviously, it's quite a complicated word. So, and also we've noticed that quite a lot of people have been searching for sovereign in Singapore. I'm not entirely sure why, but since we noticed this trend, we thought we'd take a moment to credit our word of the day and explain what sovereign means. So, simi sovereign sovereign refers to ruler or royal. For example, Queen Elizabeth is the sovereign ruler of Great Britain and actually technically the Commonwealth as well as the United Kingdoms. So that's one example of sovereign. Sovereign can also be a butterfly. It's a type of butterfly. It's not really a butterfly. It's got some etymological, entomological connection. But no, a sovereign is also a coin, so named because the picture of the sovereign, Queen Elizabeth, is on the coin. It's also one of the sizes of champagne. I believe it's this one, the 25-liter type of champagne is called a sovereign size. Also, sovereign is also it comes from the Latin root word superinus. We checked. So hopefully by now you all understand what sovereign means. So with that little lesson in mind, we're going to welcome our first speaker. We're going to go straight right in. Please put your hands together and welcome our first speaker, Luke.
Hello,
Luke.
hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you doing?
Great. Good. Getting through it with a little help.
Yes. Is that a sovereign size bottle or?
Oh, I wish. Just a glass.
Just a glass. All right. So, Luke, where was the last place you farted?
Oh, I mean, I haven't left my apartment for maybe 5 or 6 days, and before that, just to go to the grocery store. So definitely in this room, this very room.
Right. My condolences to your wife. So, Luke, would you like to introduce yourself to our lovely audience from all around the world?
Sure. Welcome, global audience. I'm Luke. I am a actor, improviser. I've been living in Singapore a little over a year. I'm a trailing spouse. I followed my wife here on a big adventure. That's her clapping.
Oh, hi. We've never met before, but nice to meet you. Hello. Really sorry about the farting in your house, but so Luke, what's the secret?
She gets me back. She gets me back.
I mean, sometimes when a couple talk to each other, we're like, yeah, you're getting too mushy. This is too romantic for the rest of us. So, Luke, I was going to ask you about your rosy complexion and your flawless skin, but instead, I'm going to ask you to introduce the topic that you are going to present today. Do you know?
Absolutely. So I am a rich person, and I'm leaving a clue for everyone watching as to where I buried my treasure.
So are you a big fan of like treasure movies or like mystery movies or heist movies like Knives Out or Treasure Island?
Oh, I love heist movies. Definitely Knives Out, very good. I noticed that I saw Knives Out in one of the sort of big chain theaters, and then maybe a month or two later, the projector had it on, and they called it we have the unrated version. Oh. And I thought to myself, like, what else could be in there that's like really scandalous. I don't know. It was really fun. Just the censored version was really fun.
Oh, now I have to go figure out how I can watch the censored version. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, Luke. So you are going to be a rich person leaving behind a clue. So presumably at this point you're dead, or you're leaving a message, a hologram message, or like a cryptic puzzle clue, like national treasure, to your descendants, to tell them where you hit your clue. And we have some suggestions from the audience. We're going to throw some up. So Abbas, hey Abbas, nice to see you again. Abbas Bacha suggests in the grab right, in the last grab right. Your wife suggests the couch, which if I were you, I would definitely go check the couch right after that. Lakshmi Priya last farted in the lift, which is disgusting, but hopefully, I guess hopefully nobody else is in the lift there with you. So we're going to say that you, a rich person, and you have buried the treasure in the seats of the last cab you have taken.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It can be Grab. It can be Gojek. We're not, we support other. It can be Uber if you're for our international audience. All right. So the last cab.
Sounds good.
You have buried your treasure in the seats of the last cab ride you've taken. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
In that case, take it away. And normally here we have an audience, a ravenous audience chanting for you. But in this case tonight, it's just going to be me. So
Thank you. All right. Well, as much as I hate to say it, beloved friends and family, if you're watching this, it means that I have expired. Hopefully, it's been a long and prosperous life full of good times and good memories with all of you. But I suppose as soon as I finish recording this, it could be immediately. I'm not really going to dwell on that. But the point is, what I want to leave behind for all of you, so far in my life, I've done great things. I've accomplished so much. I've been able to accumulate, we're all friends here, quite a lot of money and quite a lot of assets. And I want to make sure that all of you are taken care of in the event that I have passed on. And it's not, don't worry. It's not a competition. I'm not going to make you fight each other or lock you all in a hidden haunted house. It might be a hidden house. It won't be a haunted house. You can definitely work together, and it will be this, consider this video sort of my last adventure, my last invitation to have a party all together. With me on your minds. Hopefully we can all share that moment. So now I will give you a little bit of a hint as to where you might find your inheritance, my treasure. Okay. As you can see here, I hate vegetables. You know it's true. I know it's true. I've never liked them. Especially when people try to assault me with them, I get very upset. And as you know, I don't cook. It's not something that I like to do. I just, in all of my business dealings and all of my transactions, I just don't have time to do that. So I will often just get in a car and go down to the nearest fancy luxury restaurant that has no vegetables. I always tell them no vegetables. This is, if you haven't caught it, we've begun the race for my treasure. See if you can figure it out. Here is the next clue for all of you. As you know, a large part of my empire has been computers for old people. It's not so easy for them to get into new technology and figure out all of the new trends that all of their children and grandchildren are working on and sharing back and forth. And so I wanted to create this product to help them. It's basically the same as a regular computer, except everything is really big and it doesn't really go on the internet at all. I thought that would help them, get familiar with everything, and their family is just going to teach them how to do everything on the phone anyway. Now, if you go into my office, you will find this picture framed on the wall. That's David. He was our first customer. And I'll always remember he tested our first prototype, and he's just a very special person to me. If you're watching this, you know him. And it will always stick in my brain what he told me the first time he used one of our products. And we have it here on my next slide. A whole new world, a fantastic point of view. See, David understood that the internet was for suckers, and he really just wanted his computer to play Minesweeper and to compose poems on Microsoft Word so he could print them out and then mail them physically to his grandchildren. I'm sure all of you have grandparents like that. This was exactly what he wanted. He was so excited to have this world open to him. And you may have noticed from the picture, you may have recognized him. Of course, David's full name is David Grab. He's the founder of the Grab app, founder of Grab Food, and he's just a dear, dear friend. And I trust him. I trust him with my life. I trust him with all of you and with my livelihood. He was a great partner. And so I think our time is getting a little bit short here, friends, but I would like to leave you with one final hint, if I may, a little bit of the mystery. Isn't that great? This little panda with his little green ball, I just want to tell you that in my life, this was me. I was cute as hell, and I held on to everything that I earned as tight as I could. And maybe I'll confess, to the detriment of all of you out there watching. I may not have had the strongest relationship with all of you because I was too busy holding on to my big green ball. David understood that, but in the end, I just had lunch with him last week. I took one of his fabulous cars out to meet him at the nearest fancy luxury lobster restaurant that did not have any vegetables. And we both talked about our big green balls, metaphorically. Of course, it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. And we said, if we had another chance, we would let them go. We'd be confident in just being little baby pandas and being really cute. Thank you.
Yes, that was a very, very exciting presentation, Luke. I'm really worried about your wife now. If you really do have big green balls, as well as farting in your apartment.
Well, who doesn't? You don't?
I think you should eat more vegetables, no matter what you really think about them. Thank you so much for sharing this location of your secret vegetables stash, and all your round, bulbous green objects. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for Lukey. See you, Luke. Okay, So we didn't plan this part, but right now we have to transition to our next set of slides. And our next set of slides, hello to, by the way, hello to all the Lindy hoppers and Lindy noobs in the audience here. Now to watch Nat, we're going to bring on our next speaker in a bit, as soon as we figure out the slides logistics. I think really sorry, I got my producer into trouble. But yes, it's true. Despite this being called PowerPoint Karaoke, we actually use Google Slides. Google Slides are just a little bit more reliable and a little bit better. For those of you who are in Singapore, we also have home-based learning. If you'd like to be a PowerPoint Karaoke speaker, if you'd like to be a presenter as well, we are also conducting a crash course for people who are. Yep, thanks for all the applause. Hello to every one of you out there. We're going to bring that on in a bit. We also have home-based learning. We're going to try and run a crash course and try and do some home-based learning ourselves to try and teach people how to do PowerPoint Karaoke. And maybe some of them can teach me how to host a little bit better. So one more, I do have to ask for another suggestion, and we need some answers for you. So I'm just curious, what song is stuck in your head right now? Type in your suggestions in the comment below Facebook, and for those of you who like a little bit of jazz music, a little bit of blues music, you can also type in your favorite song to dance to. And for those of you who recognize the little girl, please get off TikTok. You're too old for that shit. We're going to bring on our next speaker.
Oh, hey. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Nat. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad. I'm enjoying the show. And then all of a sudden I saw myself.
Yeah. How does it feel to know like 10, 20, 30 of these of the Lindy noobs are now watching you make a fool of yourself?
I'm shitting myself, man. No, I'm kidding. It's so great to see everyone. I recognize a lot of these names. I think I may have forgotten their faces by now because I haven't seen them for, I don't know, well over a month. Maybe even like forgotten how they feel because, we dance a lot. But hey, good to see them here.
I had a joke about if you forgot what they look like. There's this website called Facebook. It's quite interesting. They've literally got their pictures of their face. And then you said, "Oh, I forgot how they feel like." And I think there'll be more than a few arguments tonight.
Especially, I've heard of Facebook before. My grandpa used to tell me about this site. Like back in the day, I think it's a lot more like what Instagram is now, like with our sort of people who are in tune with today. Yeah,
the cool kids have moved on to TikTok by now.
Cool kids have
anyway, hello, Shireen's husband.
Cool kids have moved on, but I don't know. Your hairstyle reminds me very much of our good and supreme leader in North Korea.
Yeah, I've just been shaving myself in between the break. So Nat, would you like to introduce yourself? I realize we've just been talking nonsense.
Oh, okay, of course.
So unprofessional. Sorry. Would you like to introduce yourself to our many audience members from around the world?
Right. My name is Nathaniel Zacharias, and you're watching us produce the show somewhere in Singapore. So that map in the background, that's not actually the map of Singapore. That's a map of the US. It's not mine. It was here when I moved in. I thought I'd leave it up there. And then what I do, I do my best at being an engineer, or at least I try my best to pretend to be. During the day, and improv is something I'd like to do because I enjoy watching comedy shows. So the one thing that I've been trying to binge watch on YouTube recently is 8 out of 10 cats countdown on YouTube. So yeah, I love watching it. I thought I'd jump in and try and do something similar.
Nat is also one of the kindest and warmest people I've met. I met him. I saw his face like twice before, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll join and participate in your comedy show." So despite whatever he tells you, he's actually really, really brave and really, really funny as well. Don't believe him trying to be modest over here. Nat, I do have to ask, why is your face blue?
It's probably because of the light. So if I turned off my light, is that better? Do you prefer a brown?
Oh no, actually, yeah, right. Turn it back on.
Yeah, see, put it back on.
Yeah, turn on.
I see you're into blue people.
Yeah, see, my light has a blue light, and then it has a warm light function, and
okay.
Sorry, we should be talking about this. All right, Nat, we're gonna put up the presentation you're gonna do today, and you are.
Dick Lee. I'm Dick.
Yeah,
in
yeah. Sorry, we had we're using Grammarly, and I think it just automatically autocorrected Dick. But yes,
should have
Nat, would you like to
should have-
introduce the presentation you're doing?
Yeah, I should have autocorrected Lee to Long, but no, I'll be telling you guys, Singaporeans, why you should sing out from your windows. And this is going to be great because I'm actually Malaysian, so I'm gonna love telling Singaporeans what to do. Let's do this.
Oh, isn't this terribly ironic? Okay, so before you tell, so you are going to pretend to be Dick Lee as part of your presentation, and you're going to be telling Singaporeans that they should sing out of the window in support of something or other. And we actually have some comments about what song they'd like you to sing. So, hello, Sinning. So Sinning would like you to be Dick Lee to encourage Singaporeans to sing "Coffee for Your Head."
Okay.
Young people these
Wait,
days.
just clarification. What's Deathbed?
I think that's a band name, or
Okay.
maybe the song name is Deathbed and the band name is Coffee for Your Head. I actually don't know. Masha Fokov would like you to sing. Would like you to encourage Singaporeans to sing the song. Just my imagination. Again, or it could just be a bunch of words. Say So, Doja Cat. Oh my God, I am so old. I have no idea what any of these songs are.
Neither do
No,
I.
no, producer lady. I think that's just a
She's literally my neighbor. Yeah.
that's just somebody. Hello, Yiling. I see your tiny face, tiny emoji face. So, Nat, do you recognize any of those songs?
None of them, but all the
Great.
more reason to jump in and improvise, right?
Great. So I think we have a winner here. I think you're going to be Dick Lee singing "Deathbed Coffee for Your Head" from the windows.
Sounds good.
Are you ready?
Let's do this. Yeah.
Right, yeah. So once again, right now we have limited technology. We can't hear all the audience chanting for you. But I'm sure as they're watching at home, they'll be shouting. You know what they'll be shouting? They'll be shouting PPT, PPT.
Okay, everyone. My dear Romans, lend me your ears, fellow countrymen, something like that. I don't know. It's from a very popular literary historical thing. Clearly, I'm not well versed in that, but I'm here to corral you, to rally you. Now more than ever, we need you, good Singaporeans, to open your windows and sing your hearts out, not just to this little red dot, not just to this little island, but to the world. You know, it's a bit like the Pope. He's famous for giving two blessings every year, one to the city and one to the world. But this time, you get a chance to do the same thing from your windows. You know, so you open up your windows and sort of bless the world with a song that is appropriate to the time, and that song appropriate to the time at the moment should be Deathbed, Coffee for Your Head. Deathbed because, well, the situation, and Coffee for Your Head because everyone needs a good pick me up every now and then, and I think coffee does a very good job at it. So let's take a look at the next slide. You see, this is a unicorn. And unicorns are very special because they are very rare. And I think Singapore is a very rare country as well, where you know, you turn on the news whenever you want, and you'll always see how terrible things are in other countries. And then you have actual data and statistics showing you how not too bad Singapore's doing. So a bit like a unicorn, you know, with we're all like sticking a single horn up because everyone else is doing so poorly, but we seem to be bucking the trend. And because of that, right, we need more of this unicorn spirit. And what we need to do is to get us, we fellow unicornians, to poke our horns out our windows and start singing to the world, start singing to our island and to the world about how much we need coffee in our heads, because there's a famous theory called the coffee bean theory. I don't know if you've heard it, but it basically says that the amount of spirit that you have in overcoming tough times is proportional to the amount of coffee that you consume. It's a bit like people who go to work and they don't really know what to do, so they have coffee instead. And by having lots of coffee, they are magically more productive. It's almost like you can grow unicorns from coffee. So we'll take a look at what the next slide is. I'm just going to take a moment to try and clarify why this dog has hands. But it's a trick, isn't it? It's like one of these camera tricks where you have the owner up like underneath the bar, and then you have a good-looking dog looking at the drink. So this could also happen. You should get creative with how you sing out your window. You don't need to stick your head out the window. You could stick someone else's head out the window, and then you just contribute with your hands. And the reason you'd want to do this is so that your neighbors from some other side of the block, they could, you know, get their phones out with these super zoom that they have these days, capture you, and then make a funny meme out of you. So you know that guy who does the coffin dance in Ghana? He got super famous because someone found him and then like posted him on 9gag. You could be the same sort of person, right? So if you stuck your head out the window and sang to the world, you would be so, right? But if you got someone else's head to stick their head out the window and you provided the hands, I think you would do a lot better. I'm also thinking that you should mix some of that beer into the coffee for your head, because I think coffee and beer are a good mix. Just imagine your system being fueled by caffeine and alcohol at the same time. What a mix that would be, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the next slide. I sold my vacuum. It was just collecting dust. You should also sing out the window in order for your vocal cords not to just collect dust. I think during this circuit breaker period where everyone is quarantined at home, they can't do very much, and you know, exercise is limited. I don't know. So you might want to exercise muscles that you've never had before. And what you could do is actually exercise your vocal cords. Otherwise, they're going to collect dust. And if they start collecting dust, you might as well just sell them, like this old vacuum that you have, because it's collecting dust. You should, so one of the songs that helps you overcome this fear of decay, right? What I'm trying to say is you should sing a song that would help you recall how precious life is if it is unused. Like if you had a vacuum cleaner and you didn't use it, it would be collecting dust. But if you properly used it, you would have a spanking clean floor, right? Likewise, if you had vocal cords that were not used for its intended purpose, you would be wasting it. And then if you really wanted to remember how precious it is to have these little gifts in life, you should be singing a song that reminds you of death. And so you should sing Deathbed, Coffee for Your Head. Let's have a look at the next slide. In conclusion, stick your head out the window and start singing. Start belting your heart out and start exercising your vocal cords. Let's take a look at the next slide. Otherwise, you become like this dog, your head stuck in the room all day with no outlet for expression, with no fresh air, with no spirit for the world, with no spirit of generosity, and you just feel like you're cooped up and you are being a bit selfish because you have a beautiful face like this dog, beautiful voice like maybe not this dog, and you're keeping it to yourself, like by isolating yourself in this little helmet, and after all, when all is said and done, and when you're on your deathbed, you will wish that you had stuck your head out the window to have sang a few songs for your fellow countrymen, for your fellow citizens, for your friends. Okay, countrymen, citizens, and friends. That's how the famous opening speech went when someone was addressing Romans. I think it was Julius Caesar. But now I am Dick Lee, and I'm addressing you, my good Singaporeans, to not be like this dog. Oh, wrong side, other side. Not be like this dog. and tear that plastic bag up, stick your head out the window, and start singing Deathbed, Coffee for My Head. Thank you. Good night.
What a fantastic!
Fantastic
what a
tweezers for your eyebrows.
Oh, gotta maintain my grooming in quarantine. What a! How did you get a pair of scissors so fast? How do you just have a pair of scissors?
I'm at my desk. What do you have on your desk?
Not a pair of scissors. Thank you so much for your little presentation. For those of you who don't know, Nat's a great friend of mine, and also I was very, very nervous the first time he did PowerPoint Karaoke live. I thought he did a pretty good job. Let us know how he did. How do you feel this time? A little bit less stressful, a little bit more exciting, a little bit more in flow. I felt this time.
Less stressful, I think. Yeah, because it's from a screen, and I don't.
Yeah, I really like your Dick Lee impression. It's a very authentic version of Dick Lee.
I've no idea who this Dick Lee is.
I have no idea who he is either. I'm just gonna trust that it's authentic.
I Googled him once.
That's fine. It's fine. If we're the wrong generation to know who Dick Lee is. Once again, thank you so much, Nat, for your presentation. We'll see you around next time.
Hey.
Hi, Leslie. Oh God, why is everybody stalking my Facebook now? We are moving on swiftly to our next presentation. But first, we'd like to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors. We'd like to shout out to some charities who are not doing so well at this period of time. One of these charities, it's a Singapore Red Cross. So blood donation is one of the essential services. I know that at this period of time, hi Carl, here you go. Your comments are on screen now, and I'm reading them out. Hope you enjoy interrupting my my shout out to the Singapore Red Cross. It's nice to see you, Carl. How far along are you, Dr. Carlito? Sorry. So the Singapore Red Cross, blood donation is one of the essential services. They are still open at this point in time, and if you're healthy, and if you can spare an hour, it would be really, really helpful if you can go to Singapore Red Cross, and maybe you need to make an appointment first, but blood donation is essential. And at this point in time, a lot of people are donating money online. If you feel safe, if you feel ready for it, it's good also if you can donate some blood at this period of time. If you think that maybe you want to stay at home, it's also possible to donate just money to help Singapore Red Cross with their fundraising and charity efforts at this period of time. You can go to give.asia. We have a campaign there, give.asia. And if you want to contribute to people who are a little bit less lucky, a little bit more needy at this period of time, good. Yeah, we actually aren't sponsored by them. We didn't talk to them at all. We just thought, hey, you know what? While people are watching, we may as well just shout it out at this point in time. Yeah, and if you accidentally prick yourself and start losing blood while you're fixing your eyebrows at this period of time, you know where that blood is going to come from? Yes, it's probably not from the Singapore Red Cross. But yes, please donate blood if you can. With all that nonsense out of the way, we also have a PowerPoint Karaoke crash course. If you'd like to learn how to be able to do it like Nat and Luke and our next presenter, how you can do it much better, please check this out. And we're now going to bring on our next speaker, Lakshmi.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Hey.
Do I add on to that? Okay, I'm thriving in this lockdown.
Yep. I see. Is that your working chair or is that your
It's
couch?
the best thing that ever happened. Yes, this is my couch.
I know that you're a bit of a misanthrope before, but I'm guessing that you're really enjoying not having to look at people or things or other people at this period.
Yes, it's brilliant. We should
sorry, you have to look at my
doing
face
this
for
for the rest of the year.
A lot of workers are saying that they don't ever want to do normal working again. They want to just go fully remote. Have you picked a country to go fully remote working from yet? Or the Himalayas, Nepal, Fiji?
It's my bed, a country.
Sure. Okay. Yep. I mean, you could move your bed to different countries, but all right. Lakshmi, I'm going to ask you what you're going to. What bad habit do you have? And for those of you who are watching us on Facebook, please also write in the comments below what bad habits do you have. But Lakshmi, have you noticed any bad habits?
Do I have? I'm not very polite. Is that a habit? I don't know.
I'm not sure. No, I think that might be a personality failing.
I'm bad at making eye contact. Is that a habit? I don't
Is
use
everything okay at home?
coasters. I don't use coasters. I just left my drink on the table. It's a bad habit.
I mean, alcoholism is a bad habit. Just saying.
Sure.
Okay. So I hope we've got some comments about bad habits right now. Wait,
Wow.
not yet. Lakshmi, would you like to? Well, please continue writing in your bad habits. But Lakshmi, would you like to tell us a little bit about the presentation you are going to do?
Yes. So today I am going to be a stock picker person, not guy. And I will be suggesting hot stocks to buy in capital letters. Buy. Hey, Pammy.
You've got a few friends. We are going to be. So we've asked our audience for some suggestions of what kind of stocks that you are going to present as the hottest stocks of 2020 May for you to buy. And we're going to throw some of these comments up on the comments. I don't know how you're going to convert this into suggestions, but Nathaniel Zacharias flicks his elbow regularly. Carl's bad habit is to interrupt Darren in the middle of advertising. Not advertising. We were exhorting people to go donate blood for charity. Yinqing likes to eat fried chicken while in a field of sunflowers, I suppose. So I think you are going to be a stock picker person, not guy. Sorry for the gendered language. You're going to suggest the hot stocks to buy is going to be elbows and fried chicken elbows.
Oh, brilliant. Yes. On it.
Okay, so fried chicken
Yes.
elbows, you're going to be a stock picker person, and we are going to have you present the fried chicken elbow stocks to all of our viewers from around the world. Are you ready, Lakshmi?
I am ready.
By the way, it's nice to see your face again after a while.
Yay, I miss you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and cheer for the winner of Red Dot Wrestling season 1. And person who loves her couch, Lakshmi.
Hello, beautiful people. I am Lakshmi. I am a stock picker guy. They call me guy because I'm so cutthroat. You know what they call me other than stock picker guy? They call me the pigeon of Pickering Street. Get it? You get it? Wolf of Wall Street, pigeon of Pickering Street. That's me. That's me. Cutthroat stock picking right here. Warren Buffett is my BFF. Like, he calls me all the time, you guys. I call him double WP because he's my friend, but you call him Warren Buffett. And today I have gathered all of you here as a charity. So like this presentation is free. It's a preview of my skills. So this presentation is free, and I'm just gonna give you some really good tips of what stocks to buy. But before I get into it, before I sell you the stock, let me tell you a little bit about myself, my principles behind how I do stocks. Right?
First slide.
Hey, I'm really sorry. Lakshmi. We just got word from the Facebook audience that we couldn't. There was some issue with the audio previously.
Okay.
Can you try talking a little bit?
Hello. This is me.
Okay, I think it works now. So we're gonna put the presentation slides on.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to mute myself and be in the corner. Okay.
Okay.
So try talking.
Hello. This is me, Lakshmi. I'm here, still talking. Can y'all hear me?
Hey, hello, Lakshmi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Okay, so the sound is fixed. I'm really sorry for the interruption.
Okay.
This time it wasn't Carl. This time it was me. I guess karma goes around, comes around. We're gonna have you start over again if that's okay.
Okay.
Because you couldn't hear the earlier preamble. Really sorry about that. There was some technical. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be shaving while on the call. Okay, so we're gonna go back. We're gonna fade out me again, and you're gonna start your presentation again. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Fried chicken elbows. Let's go.
Hello, beautiful people. If you haven't heard, I am a stock picker guy, and they call me the pigeon of Pickering Street. It's very embarrassing to say that twice, but yes, that is my nickname. Cause I'm not the Wolf of Wall Street, but I'm a local person. I know the trends locally. And before I get into my presentation and talk to you, I also wanted to mention that Warren Buffett is my best friend. And he thinks I should help the people of Singapore. I should give more and be less greedy. So before I get into what stock you should buy, let me tell you about the principles by which I work. You know, the principles by which I pick my stocks. Let me show you my process. This is my process. Everything goes. Set yourself on fire. Think about the best night you've ever had. Like wine, music. Is that fire? Yes, that's fire. Faces, confetti. Think of the best night you've ever had, and that's the mindset you want when you pick stocks. You see, that's the mindset. You're gonna die tomorrow. That's the mindset of investing. It's not about long term. It's about, if I die tomorrow, what would I buy today? Right? That's the mindset in which I pick stocks. Now, again, think like that. Imagine your death. Close your eyes. Picture your death. And I'm sorry if this is morbid right now, but do you want to be rich? This is how you get rich, right? Like, think of chaos. Think of the worst. Like, if you're dying tomorrow, what would you be doing today? And with that, I go on to my next slide, which is what you should be investing in, right? What you need to think of, the trends in the market right now. What are the trends? What are people doing right now in quarantine? That's right, they're cleaning their houses. Think of the needs that they have. Think of the unmet needs. This guy has been on his knees and there's rose petals on the ground. Like, what is he doing? Is he proposing to his mop? Am I still inaudible? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna continue. This guy has unmet needs, and that is that he is missing something, right? I'm always watching people. I'm always observing people. I have my binoculars. I peep into people's houses to see what the market needs right now. And I saw this guy, and I was like, this guy is sad. This guy has been cleaning his house and dirtying his house and cleaning it again. He needs something. He needs something. What is that thing? That is the next slide. I had to tell my dog I'm not his real mom. That is what I want you to invest in. Not that, but that's how I got my idea. I had a heart to heart with my dog. And when I had this heart to heart, I was eating something that was so delicious, right? It was the best thing ever. It made me so happy, and my dog wanted it. My dog jumped on my plate, and I was like, dude, no, like, we're not sharing this. This is for me, not you. And he looked at me and he was like so disappointed. They had the look of betrayal on his face. He was like, you're not gonna feed me this delicious thing that you're eating? And I was like, listen, kid, dog, person, I'm not your real mom. I don't have to feed you. It's a dog eat dog world out there. It's a man eat chicken elbow, dog eat dog food world out there. And it's every man for himself. But seeing that chicken elbow got in between me and my dog, seeing that moment made me realize that this chicken elbow is worth investing in. This chicken elbow will make people fight over each other, will make people murder each other on the streets. You know, it's like the gold rush. It's the chicken elbow rush, the CER 2020. That's why you need to invest. That's why you guys are the select few who know this. Okay, my dog is dead right now, but I'm telling you what to invest in. He didn't die because I didn't feed him. He died for unrelated reasons. But I am a good person. That's why I'm telling you, invest in chicken elbows. And with that, I wanna give you my closing statements, right? Close your eyes again. Picture your life after investing in chicken stocks, right? Picture your long life, your luxurious life, your rich life. What does it have? A mansion, a yacht, a chicken elbow pool? What does it have? I'll tell you what it has: happiness, furry sex, hugs, dance moves. It has whatever you want it to have. This is success, y'all. This is success. Yo, bye, bye, bye. Chicken elbows. I hope my neighbor's not listening in right now. Peace. I can't hear you, Darren.
I mean, I have to say that was one of the strongest lines to end on ever. Yeah, no, Yinjing, don't put this up. Don't put this up. We can't. We have to. YouTube will demonetize us. We're gonna be blocked by Facebook. Okay. That was a very lovely presentation, and I see that you are completely au fait with a lot of the spicy memes and for Kiasu teams.
Yes.
Yep, dancing Lakshmi is pretty awesome. Thank you so much for crossing every single OB marker we have possibly. Woo!
I asked
I think
beforehand. You said it was okay.
I didn't know you were gonna say furry sex. Well, Pammy Lasdin seems to enjoy this. Yeah, so hopefully after tonight you look at Lakshmi with fresh new eyes. But anyway, thank you very much from all of our viewers. Thank you for participating in our show. For all the rest of you out there, thank you. That's the end of our show. We normally have some outro slides. I don't. Yeah, we are very very incredibly professional outfit. We are so high tech. I even have a hole puncher in the backdrop. That's how high tech PowerPoint karaoke industries. It's let's bring all the participants back for a final farewell.
Thanks, Darren. Thanks, Yinjing.
Do you all have anything you'd like to pitch or share about? Maybe cries for help.
It's called a hole punch, not a hole punch.
That's how bad my.
Oh, Nat. Nat is promoting sick burns.
Are you gonna shave your head on live TV, Darren?
So Lakshmi suggested that if people donated the cost of Yinjing's new laptop, $1,400, if you'd like to sponsor
There's
the
the
show,
code.
please scan the QR code blocking Nat's face right now. Yeah, and if we hit $1,400 in donations, I'll shave my head.
You heard it here.
I've tried shaving it. This really needs to be done either in the balcony or in the bathroom, because otherwise
Use the hole punch. Use the hole punch.
To shave. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching to the end of PowerPoint Karaoke. We will be back 2 weeks later, 19th of May, for another wonderful show where I will have as much hair as I have now, possibly more. And yeah, if you'd like to find out more, please like Improv.Asia, our Facebook page, and so we're all trying to get on Nat selfie right now. Yep, that's our next show. We'll be partnering with the Hive for that, and we will have all new set of lineup, completely new speakers, completely new slides, and completely new memes, and no mention of furry sex whatsoever. I'd like to give a quick shout out, and let's bring on Yinjing, our producer behind the scenes, on the screen now. Would you like to say a few words, Yinjing? You're on mute.
Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. So of course we're gonna try and sell you our crash course. I can't even pronounce it. It'll be super fun. Yeah. So we've done this live before, and then we'll just bring it online. And I hope to see you there. And yeah, I think that's it. Yay! Bye.
Yep, that's it. That's our show. Thank you very much, and goodbye.